Yep, trials and tribulations. Alrighty. Continuing where we left off, I believe, yeah, that's right. Okay, so to recap, I was trying to remember, and yeah, recap, there's no murder that's been committed. It's just something has been stolen. And yeah, it's really odd. October 13th, 9:36 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. Hey, Nick. What is it? Is something wrong? Nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy. Oh, so check out the mask-to-mask glossy I bought. I bought. You bought this? You bought this? Where? From the little tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale. You know I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. You know I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. You know I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. Publicity photo. Well, this is going to be used as evidence. In some way. All you remember is you want the biker lady to step on you like she stomps on that pedal. Oh, God. I'd ask you to never change, but I'm pretty sure you just intent to never change. Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me. Who's screaming like that? Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are going to get any less ugly for you. Because I did it. I'm the criminal. Me. He's at it again. I sent the calling card to Lord Lee Taylor. I admit it. But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime. Normally when I say, of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you... Yikes. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. So make sure they give me a guilty verdict, please! Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Desi, honey. Bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this. Leave it to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. You see, actually, the thief is me. Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. So why are you smiling when you say it? Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got some errands. I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. Change is inevitable. Even this very second, I'm changing as a person. But if I ever don't want a dummy mummy, kill me. It's probably a skinwalker. Oh my god. Yes, and if I ever don't want a femboy, a tomboy, a MILF, a redheaded chick with glasses. Actually, pretty much most nerdy chicks. Yeah, if I ever don't want that, it's probably a skinwalker. Anyway, to be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is mask to mask or not. But there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Miss Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. For the time being, I guess I'll just have to trust Desiree. October 13th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 6. The Skinwalker may take our faces, but never take our kings. Oh, God. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ah, this is where we get Godot. What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to... What a stupid question. What did you say? Fine. Let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? No, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by. Who are you? I'm Godot, legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case. He's the one that Detective Adme was talking about. Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? Ha! None. So, I mean, of course you haven't fucking lost a case. You haven't fucking... Okay. What did you say? I've never prosecuted a case before. Never? But you said you've never lost before. Exactly. I've never lost. I've never won before either. Fuck. If we swap his coffee with decaf, he'll be too tired to win the trial. Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of red woods begin their lives as mere saplings. Yes, but a mask in a court of law? Huh. Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks, either on our faces or over our hearts. This guy's the real deal, all right, Nick. Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? So finally we meet, Mr. Phoenix Trite. Nick, is he a friend of yours? No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. Well then, Prosecutor Gobo. It's not Gobbo, it's Goddo, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statement. Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I've only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite, to you, Mr. Trite. What is it? Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? A chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two. Well then, let's hear from the first witness. My name is... No one has asked for your name, witness. The important thing is that you know. The important thing is what you know. That's all. Start talking. We're listening. Yes, sir. All right, witness. First, let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn. Yes, sir. Master Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card on Lordly Taylor. His pattern is to always go after the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Master Mask, sir. It was Master Mask, sir. It fits his MO to a T. So then the actual identity of this Master Mask is... Mr. Goddard... Mr. Goddard, what are you... We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Goddard. Blacker than a moonless night. Hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. I'm sure he can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please. Oh, please. Proceed. Very well. It's only coffee, after all. What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial? Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Well, Nick, what are we going to do? As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity. All we can do is show that it wasn't Master Mask who stole the urn. I'm just gonna press anyway. Have you been involved in the investigation from the beginning? Yup. Nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal. It's true, I'm a Zvari, author on thieves. An author? He's written books about thieves? I think he probably meant to say authority. The fact that this guy can slip through even my fingers shows how good he is, pal. It's easy when those fingers happen to be butterfingers. So nobody knows more about the thief than you, huh? You got it, pal. Except maybe for the thief's mom, that is. But isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police? You don't mean Detective Zvari, do you? Who is this person, Zvari? He sounds German. His name is Luke Atme, sir. I guess I should have made up such a silly name for him. I guess I shouldn't have made up such a silly name for him. What the heck? I guess he's not all that famous after all. Anyway, it's true he did manage to retrieve the last item the thief stole. I keep fucking up. Oh, I see. It seems you're not the expert you claim to be. It looks like the thief is toying with me even now. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he commits the crime. Have you seen all of these so-called calling cards? Of course I have. Except the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred. That's because Detective Atme stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police. Was the calling card that Lordly Taylor received authentic? Well, all the cards have one common identifying feature. But we're not releasing that information to the general public. But you're absolutely certain this card is real? Gumshoe can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about Master Mask's emblem. Excuse me. His 5th heist? And your 5th screw-up? His 5th heist? And your 5th screw-up, huh? Objection, pal. That ain't fair. Maybe you could say I screwed up 4 times. But this last time wasn't my fault. But this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time. You of all people shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe. I just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away. Got me? Wow, looks like he's really got it in for Detective Atme. His pattern is always to go after the most precious art pieces. Art pieces? Like what, for example? Well, his first target was the famous Tear of Amanon. What's that? Some kind of especially salty teardrop? No, sir. It's a blue diamond. A single rare diamond. Next was the Crown of Bangora. You know, the thing you put on your head. After that was the left hand of Hades, and then the portrait of Magina, sir. Detective Atme retrieved the portrait of Magina and returned it to the museum. And the target of his fifth and last robbery was the sacred urn, right? But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces? Well, we assume he must have some underworld connections. Somehow, Mr. Delight doesn't look the type. Yeah, he's a little too sunny to be hanging out in the underworld. That's why we're sure it was Master Max, sir. It fits his MO to a T. What do you mean when you say it fits his MO to a T? I was thinking of asking the same thing myself. I wish you would listen a little more closely, pal. First of all, there is the calling card. We're 100% sure it's authentic. Then there's the fact that he seemed to know all about the security system. And finally, his target was an art piece. These are all part of the thief's modus operandi. And so, since this robbery seems to fit all those conditions... That's right. It means that Master Mask is behind it. Nick, it definitely looks like it was Master Mask who stole the urn. But there's no real evidence either way as to whether Ron Delight is Master Mask. But... Also, the urn hasn't turned up yet, let alone in connection to Mr. Delight himself. So even though we know it was Master Mask that did it, maybe for the time being, I should try to show it wasn't Master Mask that did it. That did it. That did it. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna have to look at the fucking walkthrough. It's always fucking like cryptic with this shit. And sometimes it might be obvious, it's just that, you know... Okay, so... Okay, so I can present evidence on either of these statements, apparently. Its pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. And I have to present the urn.
Objection!
Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe? Just hearing the little in that question is making me nervous. You said he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. What do you mean? Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing? No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price. Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn? The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense. So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Master Mask would normally go after. If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the thief of the sacred urn was not the work of Master Mask. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself. Fuck me. The argument made itself, but well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Master Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot? This coffee here is my own special blend. I call it Godot number 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now, Mr. Trite. What? If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess. Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. If you're saying it wasn't Master Mask that stole the urn, then it must be someone imitating Master Mask's methods. A fake. A fake Damask? Fake Damask? That sounds so ridiculous. But I like it. Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at Lordly Taylor that night was actually a fake. I see what you mean about swapping the coffee to decaf. Though I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior, his point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting. Looks like I'm going to have to prove it. I need proof that the person at Lordly Taylor that night was in fact fake Damask. It could be a security camera photo. Yeah, it was. Hey, I was right. I quickly checked it and like, yep, security camera photo. The proof is right here. This looks... This looks like a photo taken by a security camera. But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it. Huh. Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use this pointer and show us just what about this is peculiar. I think it's probably just everything here. It's right here, of course. You mean Master Mask? I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at. Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning? Yep, and because it doesn't have the mask. The problem I have with the the problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on Damask's chest. A breach here? A breach here? Bailiff, get my steed. We need to retreat at once. A brooch, Your Honor. It's a sort of class for holding one's cape on. A class, I see now. But the Master Mask in the security camera photo. He has no brooch. That brooch is the same as the emblem on Damask's calling card, and serves as a symbol. But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this Master Mask is a fake. I've been fooled again. Order! It's true, undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe, how could you have overlooked this? I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I... Hey now. If you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too. Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch? Ha. The brooch you're talking about? Do you mean this? That's Mask brooch. Where did you find it? Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. Buddha statue? He must mean Ami Faye. He must mean the Amy Faye statue. Why didn't you tell me about that, sir? I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence. This guy is one cool customer. It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too. Hickeys? Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Ron Delight's fingerprints. What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch? Order! Order in the court! Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch. I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend. I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Let me rephrase that. I've grown attached to my metallic I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend. Fucking hell, why can't I say this word? In this voice, I should say, you know. I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her. There we go. Trouble is, my regular voice was slipping into it. Because, again, Oz, girl, I don't say girl, I say girl. Girl. So, yeah, again, it's fucking... It's my own accent slipping into a character's accent that shouldn't, you know... It's just pronunciation of words, okay? I mean, it appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on the back. Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene. Uh-oh. Phoenix, we have a problem. Found the statue of Amy Faye. Found it the shadow of Amy Faye's statue. Looks like it was torn off some clothing. Ah, you mess with the Godot, and you get burned. He's been playing me like a violin. Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness. You're done with me? But I haven't proved anything yet. You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough. That doesn't sound good at all. Bailiff, bring the next witness into the courtroom. Finally, time for the ace detective to make his appearance. Huh? His appearance, huh? Finally, time for the ace detective to make his appearance, huh? Finally, time for the ace detective to make his appearance, huh? It's just the way I read that. Take 473. 1 second is one drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up. Shh! Silence! What voice did I give him again? I can't remember. Now I see. It's all becoming clear. I think that was the voice I gave. What's clear? Svari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor. A coffee maniac at that. Am I correct? Well, yes, that's right. Not bad. Not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil. Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Atlee, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens. Boy, these two make a perfect pair. They'd either be best friends or they'd tear each other's heads off. I've heard that on the night of the crime you were all alone on security detail. You've heard correctly. My specialty made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, that is. Why was this guy all by himself anyway? There must be some reason. I'm sure of it. Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Master Mask, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. Why 30 minutes later? Suspicious. So you didn't get a clear look at the criminal? My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural. I fail to see why the witness seemed so proud of his performance that evening. Well, Sir Oldtimer, let me explain. We are not speaking of any ordinary thief, but of the king of thieves, the great Master Mask, my arch enemy. That is what my instincts and my years of experience tell me. Very well, proceed with the cross-examination of Mr. Wright. Oh, fuck. Very well, proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Fucking, my brain just decided to fucking, yeah. Fuck. I think I have to press him on this. Dancingly descended? From where exactly? Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else? So in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow while my ears listened for his footfalls. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It can only be due to his subtly camouflaged. It can only be due to his subtly camouflaged cape and soft-soled shoes. I hereby dub you Ace Dunce. You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened? Well, that's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask. That's all that I can recall. That's not very solid as far as testimony goes. However, fortunately I had my third monocle, the security camera at the ready. It captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe. Well, as long as the photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with the photo? Good. Then let's continue with the testimony. Attacked and knocked unconscious? And you weren't able to do a thing? That's certainly some very impressive detective work. Well, sir lawyer, have you ever been suddenly struck on the head? Huh? Well, actually, yes. By a fire extinguisher. And what happened? I was knocked out. And you lost your memory, too. You see, you have no right to look down on me then. You see, you have no right to look down on me then, do you? The only reason I didn't lose my memory was because I have more brains to begin with. He may have brains, but the wiring to the self-reflection... He may have brains, but the wiring to the self-reflection part seems to be severed. In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless. Fuck. In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless, and then... 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. About this 30 minutes, my silver cord was loosened and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium. As usual, I have no idea what this guy is saying. I think he's saying that he was out cold. So what happened during these 30 minutes? No one can say, Your Honor. That span of time has truly vanished into the ether. Just what is he going on about? There's something suspicious about Detective Atme. How could he not have noticed when the thief came in? Also, he says he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. But that can't be right. It contradicts the evidence. Huh? Which piece? The real question is, why would he tell such an obvious lie? Yeah, I think the evidence is, yeah, I'm gonna... Because why the hell is this ripped off? Objection! Mr. Atme? Could you take a look at this with this... Could you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours? Aha! This belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Master Mask. It is, in point of fact, Master Mask's brooch. It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how it happened. Ha! Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough. Not quite. Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing. Ripped off. Aha! We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that... Fucking hell. We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. And that's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in a position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on the security duty that night. You, Detective Apney. Detective Atney, you must have fought with a thief that night. So why'd you lie in your testimony to the court? Witness, giving false testimony is a serious crime. No. Wait just a moment, Sir Old-Timer. Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home. I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately. The true measure of a man is the amount of work he does. That's what I always say. Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right? You talk too much. Witness, so are you now saying that you and the thief fought? Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor. Excuse me? Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules. Indeed, I understand. I, Luke Atney, agree completely. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, Luke Atney cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true. Bam! And that's all she wrote. So, in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Master Mask. Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak. Well, that's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case. That can't be good. Just give me a second. I'll get a fucking letter. What the fuck's this letter about, then? The fuck is it about? Notice of resignation. You're fired. All right. All right. Give this to. All right. Just give me a one. What is going on? What just happened? Oh. Something is going on off camera, and there's fucking clapping. Oh my god. It's only dirty if you Let's go. Give me a bag of popcorn. Our chat will just have bags of popcorn. We'll hand it out. We'll give them free bags of popcorn. Oh! Oh! Fuck! God damn it! I wasn't expecting him to be that. Shit. Oh, no! What? What the fuck?
What was that?
Did everyone fucking die? What the fuck? Alright. Oh god, that clip. Okay, I'm back. Nothing serious, just something I had to hand off. It was an important letter, but not like oh, you know, I'm going to sue you for $10,000 bajillion, you know, or you are arrested. Please. You are arrested for crimes against humanity. Please turn yourself in to the next to the nearest police station. So, you know. Alrighty. Okay. Fight with the thief. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. So why'd you look away from the door anyway? In addition to the camera, I had prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. That's why I went to the computer. Elegantly, of course. So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer? What should I do? Should I ask more questions? What kind of sensors are you talking about? There are other places in the basement that someone could enter and exit from. There are air conditioner ducts, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well. I hooked up heat-detecting infrared ultraviolet sensors to each of them. That's a lot of hardware. Was it all yours? Only Taylor Department Store was kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware. Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well. In other words, he couldn't have rigged the equipment, huh? Has that cleared up any doubts you had about me, Mr. Lawyer? I'll just go back to that previous and ask about the computer. So did that computer belong to Lordly Taylor as well? Correct. Well, except for the program that manages the data. That was specially designed by me, Luke Atme. So he's a fucking programmer now? In that case, it could have easily manipulated the data. What's wrong, Sir Lawyer? However, Luke Atme cannot be easily discombobulated. What does that mean? What does that mean, discombobulated? Young people these days they really irritate me. They allow perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean. Sorry, but what exactly does it mean anyway? Now I've forgotten. What was I saying? Jeez, it's better than old people who forget what... Jeez, it's better than old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago. Well, it looks like we've cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony. I'm surprised there wasn't an achievement. Cedric, alright. Have yourself a good rest of your night. Thank you for coming. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. What do you mean by weapon from the side? Naturally, that thief had no idea that I, Luke Atme, was hiding in the area. He grabbed the sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse. Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like a tree branch? Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp. Okay, so he is talking about the Shichishito. So he is talking about the Shichishito. So the thief armed himself with a sword, and what about... Give me a second. Okay, oh good, sorry, good. Just putting my stuff back in my wallet and me. I gotta do that. I gotta do that. Gotta do that. Gotta do that. Okay, there we go. Put the stuff back in my wallet. Get the spiders off me. Anyway, so the thief armed himself with a sword, and what about yourself, witness? I think this is probably... I gotta press him. Can you tell us a little more about what happened? My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious. Powericious? I assumed the Atme fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me. What do I do now? Should I ask more about this? So, what was this flash of light that blinded you? I was bathed in a golden light that seemed to come from the statue of a woman. The statue of Amy Faye, I'm guessing. Well, that wasn't very much help at all. What do you think, Nick? Well, there's only one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now. Yeah, what is it? This Luke Adme guy, he's definitely hiding something. But why? I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. And about the true nature of this detective. Okay, Atme fighting style. What is this Atme fighting style? I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say anymore. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall, that way no one can get behind you. That's it? That's the at-me fighting style? Well, Mr. Wright, what about that testimony? Very important. Of course it's important. Of course it's important. We've learned a detective's secret technique, after all. Yes, indeed. I remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone that night. Walk alone late at night. Why the heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out. Now then, witness, we'll go ahead and add that secret information, your official testimony. I put my back to the wall to fight, but the thief's blow landed upon my third eye. Where is this third eye you're talking about? Oh, it's right between my right and left eyebrows. It's quite invisible for the enlightened. You might call it in the forehead, if you like. Why didn't you just say that in the first place? Sir Lawyer, it looks like the creases in your own forehead are getting deeper. All right, let's finish off my. I've been drinking water. Drinking a lot of water lately. And I've been drinking it out of this this Zelda, the Triforce thermos. So yeah, it's been good. Oh yeah. Anyway, so Mr. Abney got hit on the forehead then. And that's what he says. I got a funny feeling about that. Actually, so do I. Yeah, how can we let that happen? With a blow to the back of a head. Objection! Yep. Detective Atme, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards. What fun is this, Mr. Lawyer? It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. What fun... Fucking hell. What fun this is, Sir Lawyer. It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet. I believe this is what you said. I believe this is what you said yesterday. I swear his hair is a clip on a wig or something. So, turns out it's a fucking hat. He just looks super fucking odd, and it's just that is intentional, I guess. No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. From behind, huh? But just now you testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you forget where you were hit on the head. It seems I've made another mistake. Detective Atme, that's not the only strange part of your testimony. What do you mean by that? For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. To err is to fucking hell. To err is human. To forgive divine. Humans aren't machines. They have souls, feelings. They live, they die. They love, they hate. And yes, they even make mistakes. Hey, hold on. It's not as pretty as that. Holy shit, he slammed his fucking... Really? What is it like then? What is it like then? Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules. Oops. This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around. Mr. Wright, what exactly is that you're asserting? What exactly is it that you're asserting? Very well, Your Honor. Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that Mr. Atme is Master Mask. This Mr. Atme is a fake. This Mr. Atme is a fake. Mr. Atme is no ace detective. I just want to see what happens. This witness isn't Luke Atme. He's a fake. So now it's not just Master Mask. You're saying I'm a fake too? An ace detective can never be as forgetful as this guy. Imposters like you are often suspicious of others as well. Really, this is too much. Next you'll be calling me fake too. Mr. Atme is Master Mask. I was just... Okay. I was going to choose that. It's just that I... I wanted to see what would happen with the fake bit. I got penalized, but it's not like it really matters. The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Atme's true identity is actually Master Mask. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? There are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Atme's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scenes, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure. That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at a... Oh, please. The explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atme. The truth is that you are, in fact, Master Mask. But Mr. Wright, this photo is... It clearly shows Master Mask. The security camera belongs to Lordly Taylor Department Store. The security camera belongs to Lordly Taylor Department Store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it. He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed up as the thief to steal and stole the urn. So the ace detective is actually an ace thief. Is this true, witness? Ha ha. The mask's MO is pure genius, and so am I, Luke Atme, ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am impressed, Sir Lawyer. This escalated quickly. It really fucking escalated. Like, this... Just in this trial alone, just the first fucking, like, part of the trial. What? Witness, you're admitting it? Nick, now's your chance. Yes, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Detective Atme, When you assume the identity of the... Godot Blend, number 102. My personal favorite. Just threw the fucking coffee cup at him. Oh, God. Mr. Godot? The ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true. But Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of the whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a... But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt, Mr. Trite. If this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. But it had better be as hot. But it better be as hot as perfect. But it better be as hot and as perfect as the coffee drifting down. Fucking hell! Let me reword this fucking knee. But it better be as hot and as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face. Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. This court would like to see this decisive proof you have, quickly. Huh? Oh, yes, of course. What's the big rush? What's the big rush? Are you alright, Nick? Atme looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. But can I really do it? The decisive evidence that proves Mr. Luke Atme is in fact masked a mask has yet to be found. Fuck. Yeah, I guess so. Proof? Of course I've got nothing. Just what I thought. A man has to hold his head up high, no matter how bad things get, after all. I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion. This is no good. I've got to stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove this guy is the thief. Don't give up, Nick. Think harder and try again. It's no good. I'm just not ready yet. But are you going to just give up and let us lose this? So, you've come to your senses, have you, Sir Lawyer? I can't think of a counterattack at all. It seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted. Mr. Godot, if you have anything further to add, then... Who are you? That doesn't really matter now, does it? No, does it? That doesn't really matter now, does it? Mr. Light, what are you doing here? Nicky boy, the thing you've been looking for. I think I found it. You mean that bag? No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well, that's... the sacred urn, Nick. It's the urn. Order, order, order! You, madam, that urn, where did you find it? You'll never believe it. It was on the office of Mr. Fancy Pants Ace Detective. Look at me. Oh, Tessie, you're the best. And it's been repaired. It's been repaired. It no longer says I am, it says Amy. Sacred urn updated in the court record. Well, how do you explain that one? Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atme? Even you are going to have a hard time wheezing out of this one. Pathetic. Mr. Godot, do you have something you wish to say? Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad. You're still denying that Mr. Happy was involved? Before casting aspersions at aspersions? What? I've never seen that fucking word. What the fuck? Aspersions. Is it anything to do with Asperger's? Oh god. I'm a dickhead, okay. Anyway. Before casting aspersions at aspersions. No. I think it's aspersions. Such a odd word. I've just never seen it used. Like, very rarely. But, excuse me. Alright. Before casting aspersions at Detective Atme, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree? Desiree Delight? Is that correct? Yes. What about it? Ah, how charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring. What are you insinuating? As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere, including the office of the good detective here. So you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it. What? I just brought it here from the detective's office. Please, madam. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could compound the tragedy we have been witness to. You're wrong. I would never do such a thing. Mr. Light? Please, Niggy boy, you've got to help me talk some sense into these people. You've got to help me talk some sense into these people. There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually in the Atme Detective Agency. Testify what I saw. Show fingerprints on the urn. I can prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it. Fingerprints, eh? Oh, come on now. Now you're really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on? Good. Tree is wearing gloves. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So, unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything. What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness's fingerprints would mean nothing anyway. Nick, what are you going to do now? I've come too far to turn back now. Atme must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday. And there, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. The defense proposes the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. The defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. I'm not too sure. Wait, me? Apparently, me, but Phoenix's fingerprints should be on the urn. So what is all this fuss about fingerprints anyway? Mr. Atme? Oh yeah, because that's right, because yeah, that makes total fucking sense. Because he reached because he reached into the bag and touched it. That makes total sense. I was not thinking of that. Fuck. I was not thinking about that. Alright. Mr. Atme, do you recall the events of yesterday? Hey, Nick, come on, open it up. Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open up his private property. Property? Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. Well, what's in there? Hang on a second. I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth. Well, hello there. It's true I didn't get a chance to look in the bag at that time, but I did touch what was inside. What? You touched it? And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. Well, that was just... Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atme's office. Objection. Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it? Of course it does. What did you say? It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition... It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said. I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was yesterday at the Atme Detective Agency. Ah, this blend. Godot blend number 107. I've decided it's a little too bitter after all. Order! I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and... Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. No need, as you say? Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the urn. What are you saying? Yes, I've finally broken him down. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. This guy is nuttier than a fruitcake. You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Master Mask. I hope you enjoyed my little performance. What the fuck even... What the fuck... What in the goddamn hell just happened? What in the goddamn fucking... What in every fucking sense of the word hell just fucking happened? I am so confused. Well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Atme's condition? He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be. Looks like the matter has been settled. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man, besmirching him with the title of thief. Nick, you were right after all. Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't the thief. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight. You're wrong. Wrong, I tell you. I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right in what I was really trying to say. Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening. The thief. The sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me. I'm him. I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it. Pronounce me guilty. Please. I don't know what kind of kangaroo court you all think this is, but the true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you. Mr. Godot, don't just stand there drinking coffee. Hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir. If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean. If you are Master Mask, then prove it. That's what it means. Yes, sir. I'd be happy to. He says he'll be happy to, Nick. It's kind of cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy. Good boy. Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man. I know that. I won't fail, I swear. I know that. I won't fail, I swear. Okay then, talk. We're all listening. Oh, well, let's all let's all have a listen to this confession. The truth is, I've been Master Mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Master Mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen, after all. I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen, after all. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right here. You can see right there in the photo. That's me. As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all. I don't like the direction this trial has taken. This is how every trial goes, at least with me anyway. You're doing great. Stop it, Mr. Godot. You're embarrassing me. Something tingled downstairs for him. This fucking twink, fucking this guy, you know. I don't even know. Oh God. Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify, all right? But if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Master Mask. Thanks so much, Mr. Goddard. Mr. Gatto. I'll do my best. All right, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination. You may think you're the real Master Mask, but your wife thinks you're delusional. I haven't told Desi yet about my true identity, I mean. Believe me, I've got my reasons. But the way your room is decked out, how could she not know about it? Even thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose. What should I do? It sounds like we're about to get sidetracked again. So why are you withholding the truth from your wife? Well, first of all, I don't think she'd believe me anyway. And second, there's one thing that Desi absolutely detests. It's criminals. If that's the case, then why did you ever start thieving to begin with? Well, Desi is crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic. But she's the love of my life, Your Honor. I guess you could say I'm a Desi-holic? I'm a Desi-aholic? What the? A Desi-holic. Why am I now thinking of fucking Des from fucking Deltarune? Oh my god. Oh boy. Oh yes. Yes. It's good. Right. So you do have a complicated family situation after all. Alright, that's enough. Please continue with your testimony. I beg of you. I thought you were going to be the one to show us the proof. You know that you're the real Master Mask and not just some kind of obsessed fanboy? Hey, now that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway? Maybe because you're the one making the outrageous claim for a change? Come on, Nick. You know that Mr. Light couldn't have committed the crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree. It's time to put it to work already. I need some kind of proof that Ron couldn't possibly be Master Mask. Well, I guess if you had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, would we? For the time being, maybe I need to shift strategy. I should try to show that Mr. Light couldn't have stolen the urn. Anyway, well, we do have this. So, if you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security. At 1 AM. Which, we know... Oh, fuck! Did not mean to press that. Fuck. Did not mean to press that. Fucking hell. Don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen. I was trying to fucking get this. The fucking blackmail letter. Objection! Fucking hell. I pressed the wrong fucking button. Anyway, Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? That's... What is it? A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents. Blackmail? According to this letter, at 1 o'clock in the morning on the night of the crime, Mr. Ron Delight was ordered to go to the offices of KB Security. 1 o'clock in the morning? Correct. Which is around the time the security camera photo was taken. So if the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves that he was that proves that he has a watertight alibi. No! Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordly Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car. According to Larry, anyway. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say? And stop drinking that coffee. Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot. All right, I'll try. I'll do it. I will. He's really got Mr. Light all worked up. Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school. I think I might have went too low on her voice there. Mr. Wright, it's true that I received that blackmail letter, but whether or not I actually went there is a whole different story, right? Oh, sorry if I'm sounding dramatic. I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. Well, Mr. Wright, it looks like you need some more evidence after all. God, this stupid kid. Now then, let's see your evidence. Demonstrate to this court that Mr. Light actually went to KB security that night. Mr. Delight? Mr. Delight? This wallet belongs to you, correct? Yes, it does. I had lost it somewhere. Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away. No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence. Evidence? Mr. Delight? Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you'd lost your wallet? Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. I went out for dinner. I know Desi and I still had it when I went out for dinner. When we went out for dinner. Fucking hell, just the way I worded it before. This is what I mean, like doing voice acting. Doing voice acting live is quite challenging. This is why I don't read, I don't do live readings of books. Well, in particularly the one I'm currently doing, which is Redwall, which I still got to get back to, by the way. Anyway, sidetracking. This wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. at the KB Security headquarters. What? Surely you're not serious. Yes, I am serious. And don't call me Shirley. This proves that Mr. Delight was, in fact, at KB Security that night. No! This is indeed sad. Romantics are blind to the reality that lies before them. Huh? What does that mean? Why did Mr. Delight drop his wallet at KB Security? What purpose did it serve? Perhaps it was dropped by his wife to create a false alibi for her dear husband instead. Sorry, but Mr. Delight probably dropped it himself when he went to use this. The key card to KB Security's CEO's office. CEO's office? What's wrong? No snappy comebacks? The fact is that Mr. Delight entered the CEO's office around 1 o'clock that night. No. Order! So when the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. It looks like a perfect case for the defense. Objection. You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me, well, let's just say that my Godot blend number 107 impresses me a lot more. What are you trying to say? You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company. But did you actually investigate this CEO at all? Huh? Well, no, I guess not. Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof. I'm not sure what to think of that. Not sure what I think of that. At least I know what I think of you. Good point. I'm not sure what I think of it myself. You claim that the defendant entered the CEO's office, but you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright. Nick, I think we're going to have to track down the CEO guy. No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite? What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite? There's someone else who can testify. This is the person who can testify that the keycard was used at 1 a.m. that night. And it's gonna be Butts. Larry Butts. But who is this useless-looking young man? You don't remember him, Your Honor? You don't remember him, Your Honor? Not exactly. But just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat. It looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. He probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night. Oh. The question at hand is this key card. Yep, that's the key they use in the building I work. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. You needed to get into that room every time. You needed to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. I'll end stream soon because it's nearly 2 o'clock. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. You should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this key card's data. He specifically wanted to take a sip just to spit it out. Well, Mr. Godot, the name of the CEO of the KB Security is Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data. Here. So what does it show? Each keycard has its own serial number, and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime. But that means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as Master Mask in this photo. It looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough to brew a good cup of joe. So then, Rhonda Light was clearly in the office of KB Security's CEO. Rhonda Light was clearly in the office of KB Security's CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it is impossible for the defendant to be Master Mask. Good job, you did it, Nick. Good job, you did it, Nick. That's enough. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man, besmirching him with the title of thief. What's wrong, Your Honor? I'm ready to pass judgment. But before I do that, do you have any further objections? No, Your Honor. Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Rhonda Light, not guilty. Well, this entire endeavor was pointless. Yes. Court is now adjourned. Don't say anything. I've already handed down my fucking judgment. I'm going to go off into my office and have a nice sleep. And then possibly go to the bar and have a few drinks because I can't deal with this shit. All right. Nick, you did it. You were right after all. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy. Oh, Miss Delight. I knew you could do it. Do it? I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you. There are many things you could, but you know, I think I'm way out of your league. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Mr. Light. I just know I'm blushing. Congratulations, Mr. Nick. Oh, pearls. I've got a bad feeling about this. Who is this woman? Oh, she's nobody. She's just, You're blushing. How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? You should be ashamed of yourself. Youch! She slapped me. Pearly. This woman is Miss Desiree. This woman is Miss Desiree. This woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife. Mr. Nick. Yes? You're even worse than I thought. You're even worse than I thought going behind the back of your own client. No, you've got it all wrong. I'll never forgive you. Ow! A double slap. Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? We got the sacred urn back and the thief has been caught. You're so right. And it's all thanks to Nicky boy here. But actually it was you, Mr. Light. But actually it was you, Mr. Light, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please, you're embarrassing me. If we won the case, then why does this guy still look so glum? But I am the thief. Actually, what's the point now? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know that and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is... Come on, give the kid some time. He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about feeling blue, right, amigo? Mr. Godot, what are you doing here? Oh, come on, I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite. Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy. Well, playtime is over. Huh? Early this morning, the body of Kane Bullard was discovered. Kane Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, body? The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th. 1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean... That's right, amigo. At the same time that a cheap little urn was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered. So then, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. You figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about that piece of info it helped? Or have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today? Help me out? What? On October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Rhonda Light was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbrued with utter rage. What are you saying? Imbrued with rage? Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Rhonda Light was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. An employee of KB Security? It looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief. It's going to be the noose that gets him hanged. Is going to be the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi. No way. He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred. No, that's a lie. It can't be true. But I am a thief, I tell you. Rhonda Light, you're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder. What? This can't... This is impossible. I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward.
Mr. Nick, is there something special between you two?
I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy, who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight.
Nick, how could this be happening?
Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me.
Ronnie!
Okay.
What a twist!
I knew there had to be some sort of twist. So, you know. Dear. Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck's going to happen next? Well, we'll have to find out next time. And who wants to be a millionaire? Alrighty. Well, that's it. That's all she wrote. Okay. Well, I'm going to write out because we've got enough viewers for that. So, just got to find a channel. The Saiyan Mermaid. I'll send you guys over to Inku-chan, I guess. Just give me a second. All right, hang on. Okay, that one's a bad one because Portuguese. Okay, it'd be kind of awkward. Just a bunch of you guys going. Yeah, should have checked that. Maddie's also streaming. Yeah, there's a few people that are they're doing Ace Attorney Trilogy. I'm surprised about that. It's good. Yeah. Some people playing Alan Wake. Okay. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but yeah, I'm not sure. There's a few people there, but People playing a Tomodachi Life as well. Man. How about this? Sending over to Doki Doki Sophie. Seems to be playing Tomodachi Life. Alright, send you guys over there. Alright, send you guys there. And for those of you who aren't currently lurking, here are the raid emotes. Shit. Fucking, I'm trying to copy it. What the fuck? There we go. Alright, guys. Well, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for dropping by to say hello. Whatever you did, thank you very much. You're awesome. Hope you realize that. And I'll see you again for the next one. Yeah, I gotta get that. Trouble is, I've got stuff to do. God damn it. I'll just have to get you guys the picture instead of the time zone conversion. I'll have to do that tonight, later on. But anyway, I'll promise to get out the schedule. So yeah, guys, thanks again. Let's send a love over to Doki Doki Sophie. No matter where you're in the world, no matter what time it is, stay safe and have a nice day. And I'll see you all for the next one. Bye.